And let me actually discuss a few things first. Number one, the digital portfolio. Okay, it will be due on May 2nd. So this one need to make sure that you submit it, okay? Make sure you submit it. Second, the exam will be in the afternoon of the May 9th, okay? This one is the exam day in the afternoon, okay? In the morning, look like this AP Calculus BC. So if you take both, you try to have some rest, okay, before you rush into the exam. Okay, anyway, that is about the exam, okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Hello, any questions so far about this exam or this subject? In general, no? No question? Okay, no question today because it's the last day and we already finished all the material. So what we would do is focus on the problem solving skill, okay? Last time our parent reviewed the Unit 5, we haven't finished, but I'm not going to do it right now. I will go to the College Board 2018 problem set first, okay? We'll go slowly to discuss every single problem. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, 2018. Okay, this one 2018. Okay, this one last week I upload already, but let me do it one more time to upload this one to you. Last week I uploaded, but we do not have time to discuss. So today we'll be focused on the exam taking skills, how to solve problem. Okay, I'll go slowly, make sure that you understand all the how we actually answer the questions. Okay. So let me pick up this 2018 AP Concept Principle. Okay, and also let me upload the balance Unit 5. Balance Unit 5, we just up to the problem 20, we haven't finished. So if we still have time, I will also do it, okay? Okay. I upload two things to the chat box, so please download it from there, okay? If you have trouble downloading, let me know. Okay, let's get started for this exam. Okay, so for each exam, you will see that they are something that is, okay, they'll give you the answer sheet example, okay, is a school and test center, that's something you need to fill in, okay, these are something it will always be there. And then, okay, and then there are some set, and then they are to get started for the problem, okay, so it actually is 2 hours, okay, 2 hours, and there are some single choice, some multiple, some pick two problem. And pick two problem, you have to make both of them correct before you can get a score, okay? Okay, and then it basically tests on this assignment, displacement, input, arithmetic operator, numerical procedure, relational, and the Boolean operator, selection, iteration, list, procedure, and rollback. Okay, these are something about the programming, okay, and then the so-called pseudocode and block diagram, block language, okay, they show you here, okay, their definition. But basically, we already discussed many of them, but you must remember that these are the official definition. In each test set, they will give you the definition in the front as well, okay, so you get this, you get this. And then, okay, then we started for this problem. Let me see, this 2018, did we work on this one before? I think we may have worked on this one, I don't know. Any student has impression that we work on this one already? Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm not sure, probably not. So this one is the so-called rotational swap. Okay, you are going to swap two numbers, first and second. Okay, you are going to swap these two numbers. So
I think we did this question.
okay, we did this one before.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try this way. Okay, this 2018, because we reviewed several ones. I'm not sure whether I did it or not. So let me do this way. Let me upload the 2020 instead. Okay. So another set that is your newer set. So let's do 2020. Okay. Make sure that we don't duplicate. Okay. Let me upload the 2020 set. Okay, no problem. Let me actually get the 2020 set. Okay, let me get this 2020 set. Let's get started with this set, okay? Since we may have finished 2018, or maybe part of it, okay? It's okay. We work on this 2020. Same thing, it will give you the definition of this reference. Okay, let's work on the problem one, okay? This one, x equals 2, repeat for 4 times. And each time x multiplied by 3, okay? So let's do this one. You can use some table like this, okay? So your initial value x will be equals 2, right? So that's your initial value. Let's put an I over there. So this one is your initial value. Initial value, you get 2, okay? And then second row, first row, let's put 1 over there, okay? So 1. After first iteration, x triple, okay? X triple, so it becomes 6. This one is 2 times 6, 3, right? 2 times 3. So second time, it actually will be 2 times 3 square, okay? Third time, it should be 2 times 3 cube, okay? Fourth time, it should be 2 times 3 raised to the power 4, okay? So it's 81 times 2. So I think it would be this one, C. Is that okay? Any question? Any question?
No.
Okay. Let's continue, okay? Second problem, a small team of wildfire researchers is working on a project that use the motion activated field camera, okay? Motion activated camera. So keyword motion, okay? And then this one is to capture image of the animal at the starting site, okay? So there are some camera and there are some field, okay? There are some animal trying to watch. The team consider using citizen science approach. Citizen science need to involve people, okay? People or not much knowledge. So regular people, you need to use regular people to analyze the image, which is the best explanation why this approach considered useful for the project. So basically use the camera and then distributed individual is likely to more accurate in the identification and in research than no. This one take professional knowledge, okay? The image analysis is likely to be more consistent if completed by, okay, consistent by individual citizen, no. Individual citizen, each one have more variance, so no. The image analysis likely require more complex research method, no. Normal people doesn't know about it, okay? So image will likely to take longer time for research team than for distributed, yes. If the research team work on it, it will take longer time, but if you have the individual, it actually take a lot of sample from many locations, so it will save time. So problem 2 will be D, okay? This one related to citizen science. So keyword is the word citizen science. Okay, number 3, which of the following software abstraction which is considered to be highest level abstraction, okay? So highest level, let's look at it, okay? You have library is over here, okay? Library, and then you have procedure, okay, procedure. And then inside the procedure, you have statements, okay. Inside statement, you have expression. So basic library is the highest level abstraction, so it's D, okay. Problem 3 is D. Problem 4, we have such problem, okay, which the following will display the output. So it's let's actually put it down. Okay, so red, red, blue, red, red, blue, red, red, blue. So 2 red, 1 blue, 2 red, 1 blue. Okay, then actually, so it will repeat for 3 times. Outer loop should repeat 3 times. So A and B are gone. Okay, so it actually repeats 3 times. And then you display red for 2 times. So C is the answer, number 4. Okay. Number 5, okay. Consider domain example. Okay, this one is domain name. Domain name is like this. Okay, so CS is subdomain name. So subdomain name, which is the best description of the hierarchy of domain name. So domain name is a subdomain of this. No, it's wrong. The other is wrong. Okay, so example that is okay. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so CS list is the subdomain of this, which is subdomain of the CS. No, this is wrong. Okay, this one is a subdomain of example.com and the subdomain of .com. Yes, D. .com is a top level root. Okay, domain. Okay, so this one is D. Number 5. This one we in the domain name server we talk about it. Okay, you get the domain name. You try to use your browser's cache to find out the IP address. If the browser IP address you cannot find it, you go to your ISP, okay, AT&T or Verizon to find out the IP address. If you still don't get it, you go to the top level. You go to the 13 server worldwide, okay, and that would be the .com, and .com will go to the top level domain server, okay, and then you will go to the authority server level by level, okay. So this one, the answer is D. Number 6. In certain computer program, 2 positive integers adding together resulting in overflow, okay, and which of the best explanation why the error occurred? Okay, so basically you have this, okay, if your number can actually record 8 bits, okay, so this one is say 255, okay, I'm sorry, this one is 127. So 127 plus 127, you are supposed to get 254, but in fact you get a negative number because you have 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. You sum together, you get 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 1. So the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, and then 1. Okay, so this will become a negative number. Okay, it become a negative number. So because the program can only use the fixed number of bits to represent it. The complete sum is greater than maximum representable numbers. So the answer is C. Okay. D, the 2 number converted this one leading to a rounding error. No, it's not rounding error. Okay, it's not rounding error. It is overflow from your carry bit to the bit. It become part. It override the sign bit. Okay, so it's something like that. The precision of resulting bit. Okay, it's not precision. Okay. And then the attempt to perform operation that is considered to be undecidable. No, it's not undecidable problem. So the answer is C. Okay, on this one. Any question on this one?
No.
No. Okay, next one, number 7. This one is a logic gate problem. Okay, logic gate problem, you need to actually translate into Boolean operations. Okay, so you have A or B, okay, and C and D, okay. So you want to get the output of this, okay. So which of the following would actually be true, okay. So basically, let's see.
Will it be C?
What?
Will it be C?
Okay, will it be C? Yeah, C is correct, yes. So basically from here, CD must both be true. So CD must both be true. You only have these two left. Okay, and A plus B also need to be true. So only C is true on this one C, okay? So basically, because you use the AND, when AND happen, both need to be true. So you know that both CD need to be true. You will pick these two, okay? And then CD be true, we know that. Then we, here, there's another AND operator. So we know that A and B, one of them must be true. So you pick C, okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Number A, okay, number A. Okay, number A is turtle problem, okay. Turtle programming problem. So here we want to look at it, okay. So program one, let's look at program one's operation, okay. Let's get started with program one and right here, okay. So program one doing this way, it actually rotate left, move forward, rotate left, okay, rotate left, you go this way, okay, and move forward, and rotate right, okay? So basically, this one, procedure one repeated for 2 times, so it actually will go like a chase as a knight, okay? So go this way. It go like chase knight and it go twice, okay? So basically, one operation you go to here, second operation you go to here, yes. So program one, okay, program actually, okay. Let's check program two. Okay, let's check program two. Let's check the program two. Let's check the program two. Let's look at the program two. So program until goal reach. Okay, let's don't look at the goal reach. Let's actually look at it. Can move forward. Otherwise, rotate left. Okay, so this one is very simple. Can move forward. Otherwise, rotate left. So can move forward. Can move forward. Can move forward. Otherwise, you rotate left. Okay. After you rotate left, can move forward. Can you move forward? Okay. And then keep going. I'm sorry. Let me redo it. Okay. Let me redo it. So this one, let me redo it. Let me pull it a little bit up. Okay. So basically, this guy, we already finished up to here. Okay. So we already turn here, move forward. Move forward. You cannot move forward. You rotate left. Okay. So go this way and this way. Yes, you will reach the point, but you will take longer route. Okay, you will reach the point, you will take longer route. Okay, that's actually the answer now. Okay, we know one is going like knight, the other one actually keep crawling along the side. Okay, so which one is the answer? So this one again, it should be both will work. Okay, correct, move to the gray area C. Okay, this one number 8. Any question? Okay. Number 9. Number 8. Any question? Okay. Number 9. Flight simulation software, which intimate the experience of flying, is often used to train airplane pilot. Okay, which of one is least likely? So it is not the advantage of the flight simulation. Okay, it is not. Okay, which one is not advantage of doing simulation? Okay, so flight simulation allow pilot to practice landing in various different terrains, weather conditions without having physically traveling. Maybe, okay, keep this one. Flight simulation could save money. Okay, yes, you save money. Yes, flight simulation software provide more realistic experience. No, this one wrong. This one can be. So C is okay. Flight simulation allow the testing of emergency condition without serious consequences. Yes. Any question so far? Okay, let's continue. Number 10. Okay, which of the following action generally helpful in program development? Okay. So here, which is generally helpful. Okay. So creating potential user, consulting potential user to identify their concern. Yes, this one will. Writing and testing small code before adding them together to the program. Yes, this will. collaborate with other individual when developing large program? Yes, you will. So the answer is D. Okay. Any question? We cannot see anything that's not helpful, right? I think all should be helpful. Number 11, an internet user have a need to send the private data to another, which allowing provide the most secure way to do it. Okay, so it basically would be the public key method. Okay, the RSA algorithm. We talk about it. So C. Okay. This one we talked about it last week. Okay. Next one. Okay. This one here we have a table. Okay, and trying to figure out how this table can be done. Okay. So let's see. Here you have regular would be $8, and then guided tour you will add $2. So basically, guided tour compared to general admission would be $2 increase no matter regular or a child. Okay, a programmer creating an algorithm to display the cost. Okay, based on this the Boolean condition. Equals to tour. Okay, true when the cost is guided. Okay, it's false when it's general admission. Okay. Okay, so here cost equals assigned to be 6. Okay, if this one or this one, okay, this one or this one, so it actually add this way. No, you need to add 2 times. This only adding 1 time, so this one wrong. Okay, this one wrong. You need to test for 2 times. So default cost would be 6 greater than 16. This one also adding on only 1 time, wrong. Okay. B, okay, cost assigned to 6 greater than 16 at $2, yes, included, yes. So 82 times B is the answer. Let's check D, okay. D here, okay, if it's greater than 12 at $2, yes. Else, this is separate. So this one won't add 2 times, so wrong. So the answer, this one is B, okay. Because we look at the maximum number of times you would add the cost would be starting from base case to adult to guiding. Okay, so 2 times you may have maximum of adding $4 to it. Okay, so number 13 and 14 we have this table. Okay, it actually is Rgb encoding. Okay, so according to the which one would be it? Okay, so 255, 255. This one is F0. Okay, F is actually 15 times 16. Okay, so this one is 80 and then 16. So this one's 240. So 240, 25, 25, 25. This one's ivory. A. Okay, number 13 is A. Any question? Any question on this one? And Nathan, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm slow. I go slower. Okay. I try to discuss the exam taking skill. Okay. So next one is the color code indigo. Okay. Indigo is 75 zeros 130. Okay. So 75 0 130. So 75 0 and 130. Okay, this one you need to convert it to binary. Okay, convert it to binary. So basically 75 you divide by 16. Okay, so you got 4, 16, it would be actually 64. So you got 11. 11 actually is C, so 4C. Okay, 4C. So let's look at 4C. Cut it over here. Only this one's 4, 4. So AB done. Okay, AB is done. This one C. Okay, so basically using the 75, you should find your answer is either C or D. Okay, now next one is using the 130. So 130 would do the same thing. Our 130, okay. Our 130 we divide it by 16. Okay, divide by 16. So we would have, let's have let's see, this is 5. Okay, so when we have 4 is 64. Okay, so here let's have A, it will be 128. Okay, so remainder 2. So it should be A remainder 2. A remainder 2, let's cut it over here. Okay, so this is 8 remainder 2 here. Okay, so the answer is C for number 14. Is that okay? Any question? What is a number conversion problem? No. Number 15, okay, number 15, a library system contains information for each book that was borrowed. Okay, each time a person borrows a book and return book from library, the following information is recorded in the database. Okay, so this one, borrow or return. So this is per transaction record. Okay, per transaction record, you have library, you take out a book, you return it. Okay, so take you or return, you actually have a transaction. So the name and unique ID of the person borrowing the book, okay, and then also title, unique, okay, that actually been borrowed, okay, and the date and the book being borrowed, okay, and then date it actually being returned, okay, and then date and book is returned, so due, return, and okay, and then actually return. Which of our information cannot be determined from the information collected here. Okay, so total number of book borrowed in a given year. Can you determine how many book being borrowed? Yes, in, out, in, out, in, out. You should know it. Yes. So this one is okay. We are actually okay. This one okay. The total number of books were never been borrowed in the book. You see that there's a book there is no record. Yes, this is possible. The total number of books were returned past their due date. Yes, we know it. The total number of people who borrow at least one book in a given year. Wait, this one actually, total number of people who borrow at least one book in a given year. So we need to go through every book. We do have the ID of the person who borrowed the book, right? Borrowing the book. So this one in principle, let's see, this one is for each book, okay? And then person, we go through person. It is possible, this one also possible, okay? So let's look at which one is the least likely answer, okay? Total number of books borrowed in a given year, it should be okay. Total number of books that never been borrowed in a given year. There's no book that have no transaction record. Yes, it's okay. The total number of books were returned past their due date. Okay, this one let's check one more time. Okay. So the date due to return, yes, they know the date they due to return, and then they did a return date or not return. So total number of books that were returned. So this one actually is also okay. So basically A, B, C, they are all okay. They do have a record on each book, okay? So D, I would say, is the least likely to have because it is based on the people, okay? Based on the people. Okay, so based on the people, and right now this one, I would say this one is a library system. So library system only know about the people who borrow the book from this library, but there may be another library that the people may borrow book from. So here is a total number of people who borrow at least one book for a given year. The other library may not be, you may not know. So you cannot determine that whether a person is actually borrowing more than one book in a given year or not. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky, but I would say D is a better answer. Is that okay? Any question? Okay, I'm going slower because this one you have to figure out. From ABC, you all had the information regarding the book. Okay, the last one is regarding the people. And the people, you cannot limit them to only borrow a book from a certain library system. So whether you determine the people who borrow at least one book or not, you may not be able to exactly knowing that the person borrowing book or not, because you have other library you do not take into the account. Okay. So number 16, the following algorithm is intended to take positive integer as input and display its individual digits in order from right to left. For example, okay, it's a 5, 1, 2. Okay. So the algorithm should produce the answer 2, 1, 5. So it's the reverse. You want it to be reversed. Okay. So step 3 is missing. So how can you actually take the input and then you kind of actually produce the output in the reverse way? Okay. So here you take in integer from okay, so number is 512. Okay, divided by 10, and we call the number into quotient and remainder. Okay, and then the quotient is the quotient with the power of whatever. Okay, so this one only saying that you have 5, 1, 12. You actually separate it into quotient and the remainder. Okay. Okay, the remainder, and then missing step. Okay, so this one you will repeat, go back to here to continue to do that. So you should display the remainder. Okay, and then the number divided by 10 and store the number, store the quotient into the number. So the answer is B. Okay. Okay. Number 16 is B. You should actually display your remainder and then store your quotient into numbers. So next time you separate into quotient and remainder. Okay, and you print this one and then you get this. Okay, so in that way you will reverse the integer. Is that okay so far? Any question? Okay, no question. I'm going on to the next problem. Number 17. Number 17, we have two problems. Okay, I equals 0, I greater than 10. You display I increase. Okay, so this one you have starting from 1. Okay, and you will display it and then increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. Okay, 10 you will display and then you add it to 11, but 11 will not repeat. Okay, so you will actually display this one. Actually 17. Okay, this one 10 times. Number 17, this one problem B. Okay, you started from 0, if greater equals 10, you increase it. So you from 0, you do nothing, you increase to 1 and you display 1. Okay, display 1, you print it. Okay, and then you go back. Okay, and you could increase to 2, so you print 2 and display it. And then continue until you are 9. Okay, so you come in as 9. Come in at 9, you actually increase to 10, so you display 10. Okay, and then greater equals 10, and you will stop. So the two actually, the program display the same number. Okay. Okay, and then when you finish, I equals 10. I equals 10. Okay, so basically the program display the same number, but this one when you get out, I equals 11. Okay, so basically, but value differs. Okay, so A display identical value in the same order, yes. Okay, B display the same value in different order, no. Display the same number of value, no. D display more than one, no. So actually answer is A of 17. Okay, is that okay? Any question? Okay, this is a little bit different from some problem we had before. Okay, any question on this one? Okay, number 18, which of the following is not a way to enhance privacy browsing internet? Okay, which one does not enhance privacy? So blocking cookies wait, cookie is good for you. Okay. So this one probably not. Okay, probably not. Using online anonymity software, yes. Using proxy server, yes. Visiting only bookmarked website. Okay. Okay, cookie may sometimes do. Okay, this one I don't know. Okay, let me check the answer. Okay, let me check the answer. This one I'm not 100% sure. Let me check the answer. Okay, let me try to get the key number 18. Okay. I would say D is the answer. Okay. Bookmark one may not help you. Okay, it's not this one. This one is wrong. Okay, let me actually get this one. Okay, number 18 is D. Yes, my answer is correct. Okay, so here, okay, D because it doesn't enhance the D. You take no security measure. Okay, so blocking cookie may be blocking some spyware. Okay, maybe blocking some spyware. So basically, this one is a better solution because you bookmark it doesn't mean that the website is safe. Okay, bookmark doesn't mean it's actually safe. It's totally different thing. Okay, so this one the answer is D. Okay. Number 19, we have this. Okay, a student wrote the following program to mean occurrence of string and from the word list. Okay. Okay, so this one has something wrong. Okay, and then what should you do? There's you need to insert index increase somewhere. Okay. So you started from the length of the word list, okay, and then until the index is less than 1. So basically, you should do it over here that your index should be decreasing. Okay, so it's actually answer D on number 19. Okay. Any question? So you have A, B, C, D, E. The index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get started from 5. Okay, you check it and then 4, 3, 2, 1. You finish 1, it decreased to 0. You come back less than 1, and you will quit. Okay. So number 19 is D. Okay, 20. Okay, which of one could be represented by a sequence of bits? Sequence of bits, integer, numerical character, machine language instruction, all of them D. Okay, this one, everything can be displayed by binary numbers. So the answer is D. Okay, 20 is D. 21. Okay, it's a turtle problem, and you would like to go to this one. Okay, so this one repeat, move forward, and then turn right. Turn right. You will go this way, and you will trap it here. So if you only turn right, okay, you cannot only turn right. So let's see who can do it. Okay, so here you have repeat until goal reach. Repeat until goal reach. If you do turn right first, you go this way, turn right, and you will be trapped. So now turn right. Okay. A better way is that you try to move forward first. Okay. If you can move forward. Don't turn right first. Okay. Don't turn right first. Okay. So let's do this one. We can, okay, actually repeat until move forward. Okay. No. So here repeat. Okay. So repeat until move forward. Repeat until you can move forward. Okay, for you move forward. Otherwise, turn right. Okay, so I think V is the answer. Okay. So this one, C, you can move right. You move right. This one got trapped. Okay, so wrong. This one got trapped. And this one can move forward. You rotate right. This is wrong. Okay, this one wrong. This one move forward, can move right. you move forward. Okay, this one is also wrong. Okay, so the answer I think is B. Okay, for number 21. It actually is B. When you can move forward, it directly move forward. If you cannot, you turn right. If you can move forward, you continue to move forward. If not, you move right. Okay, if you can move forward, you move forward. If not, you move right. Okay, until you go here. Okay, so B is the solution. B, number 21. Okay, number 22. Okay, here we got three diagrams. Okay, let me actually minimize it. Okay, so basically it's a registered user per year, total amount of data stored. So total amount of data stored and this registered user look like it actually is similar growth. Okay, so if you overlay the curve, it's very similar. It's a ratio of about 10 to 1. Okay, a ratio of about 10 to 1. Okay, if we check it, it's about 10 to 1. So we find the trending. Okay, we find the trending. Okay, file distribution, we know some number over here. Okay, so let's read the problem. Okay, so which are the following best describe the growth in number of registered user for its first 8 years of the application existence? So the first 8 years of this one, it actually originally grow like exponential and then linear growth. So after 5th year, it becomes linear growth. Okay, it first like quadratic or exponential. Okay, so growing faster in the first 5 years and then slow become constant increase. So the number of registered users increase about constant rate each year for 8 years. No. Constant rate for 5 years. No. Double every year. Yes. Increased after that constant year. Yes. So C is a better answer. So let's go back to check the answer. That it double every year for first 5 years. Double, 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 double. Yes. Okay. So that C is a better answer. Okay. Number 23, which are the following best describe the average amount of data stored per user for the first 8 years? Okay, it's a 10 times. So here, let's look at the ratio. Okay, so here you have, it actually is in millions of gigabytes. Okay, in millions of gigabytes. So it actually is million gigabyte. Okay, versus this one is million users. Okay, so this one is about 7,000 million gigabyte. Okay, versus actually 700 million user. So it's a 10 gigabyte per person. Okay, so the rate is 10 gigabyte per person. So this one is for the 8 years, the amount of storage per person was 10 gigabyte. Okay, so this one actually average usage. Okay, and here C and D, the average amount of data stored per user appear to increase by 10. No, it doesn't increase by 10. Okay, so every year is actually almost the same. The number, so it doesn't, the per person doesn't increase. Okay, per person doesn't increase. So here, this one, the data would be A on 23. Okay. Okay, 23 is A. Okay. Let's see, this one is 24. 24, we'll continue. Okay, we still have 24. Which of the following observation is the most consistent information in the circle graph? Okay. So circle graph we have here. Okay. So this file, whatever. Okay. So actually, here we have 10% is 1 mega to 10 mega. Okay. Okay, so here we have T less than K, okay, the same K. So basically, we actually basically here more than 100 mega. So here 2%. So over here and here, okay, So this roughly is 24%. 24% would be 10 megabit or more, right? 10 megabit or more actually is 24%. Okay, let's go back to look at the pie chart. Okay, let's look at it. So over 75%. Okay, over 75% of power is stored 1 megabit or less. Okay, so over 75% is actually 1 mega or less is actually up to here. No, it's wrong. So basically B is correct. Okay, B is correct. B say that it's 10 megabit or more, it's 24%. Okay, so B is correct. C, how about C? Store in at least 100K. 100K, let's look at 100K. 100K is over here, 75%. No, it's less than that. Okay, this one not more than, it's bigger than 25%. So it's wrong. Okay, so actually 75 at least one, this is wrong. Okay, so this one, the answer should be B. Okay, 24 is B. Okay, any question? So here the technique we learn from here is, number one, you will compare the trending to find out the ratio between these two maps. Okay. Number two, we use like division to each user to know about every year their per person or per file size. Okay. Third one, you need to be able to read the pie chart, which portion is bigger than what. Okay, that actually is use a pie chart. Okay, number 25, we have a spin. Okay, spin, you need to remember is usually random number. Okay, so this one, move one space is about 75%, right? So move two space is about actually 8%, 1/8. Okay, lose a turn is 1/8. Okay, this is the random number we have. Okay, so let's see. Random number using 6 is wrong. You must use A. Okay, use a 6 is wrong. Okay, so A, B are gone. We only have CD left. Okay, CD left, and then your move one should be you have spin 1, 2. No, spin 1, you actually lose a turn. Yes. Spin 2, you actually move 2 spaces. So these are two 1/8 selection. So the answer 25 is D. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Trista, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, any question, let me know. Okay, I try to go slower in each problem to show you how to solve the problem. Okay, how about Alex? Are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, no problem. We'll continue. Okay, today's the main focus is on the exam taking skill. So you must remember how I try to solve the problem. Okay. So 26, a student is deciding storing data on the cloud and storing data in non-network local devices. Okay, so non-network local device, you buy a hard disk by yourself. The other one is stored on Google Drive. Okay, so which is most likely to be true. The cloud storage will allow data to be accessed by multiple access simultaneously. Yes, this one is true. Okay, local non-network local device will not. Okay. Second one, the cloud storage will ensure the data access in the event of network failure. No, network failure, nobody can access it. Okay, local device will be more vulnerable to DDoS. No, local non-network. Who knows? This one, who knows? Local device will ensure the data backup in the event of hardware value. Also, no, this one, no one knows which one's better. So 26A is okay. The only thing we know is the cloud solution actually allow data to be accessed by multiple users simultaneously. Your local device cannot. Okay. Any question? You don't have network, so the local device will not be accessed by multiple users. Okay. So 27, we have this one is a flowchart problem. Okay, flowchart problem. So it's a translation flowchart to a program. Okay, so weekday is true. Okay, weekday is false. Availability is false. Okay. So this one, let's look at it. Okay, so actually weekday is true. Okay, so let's see, available, there's available, okay, available, okay. So it will be false if actually weekday is true, okay. So weekday is true, it will be, weekday is true, it will be false, okay. So this one, let's use an end, okay, let's use an end. So weekday, so let's call it WD, okay, weekday. So if it's weekday, it will be false. So this one will be weekday bar, okay. So weekday bar availability will be false, no matter what, okay. Because as long as you have the weekday, then weekday is true, weekday bar will be false, okay. And then available will be false, okay. Okay, second one is mile less than, okay, we were in the second condition, okay. The second condition is mile actually less than 20, okay. Then availability will be false, okay. So this one is, again, you actually, it's bar and the third condition, okay. Third condition, it actually would be, it will be true. So availability, I think, would be equals not weekday and not mile less than 20, okay. It is equivalent to not weekday or mile less than 20, okay, using the De Morgan theorem. So let's look at it. Okay, so this one we only have an end, okay. Let's see, equivalent to the flow chart, okay. So this portion, okay. This portion, weekday less than 20, you can translate it to, I'm sorry, mile less than 20, you can translate to mile greater equals 20, okay. So mile greater, so this one, okay. This one is correct, okay. So here it should be not weekday. Okay, this one actually there's some problem, okay. I don't see the solution. Okay, let me try it one more time, okay. So here when weekday equal true, okay, weekday equal true, equal true, then you will need to check if mile less than 20. Okay, so only weekday equal true and mile less than 20, it will be true. Okay, so it actually should be here. Okay. Okay, so here you actually can go directly in this way. Weekday equal true and mile less than 20, availability true. Otherwise, it's all false. Okay, so use this way would be easier. So the answer is weekday equal true and mile less than 20. Okay, so this one should be B. Okay, this one 27 is B. Okay, let's do it one more time. This one's a flow chart. Okay. And I try to use a negative logic, but it doesn't work. A better way is that you go through this way. This is the only way it will be true. So weekday will be true, and then mile less than 20 is true. Both happen. You have availability is true. Okay. So that would be B. Okay. Number 28, which of the following is the advantage of representing data in hexadecimal? So hexadecimal is shorter, more readable. Okay, so a programmer denote larger number with fewer digits using these. Yes, okay. A programmer denote larger value with hexadecimal notation than binary notation. Okay. No, it's just the number of bits. Okay. Just the number of bits. Programmer detect overflow. Okay, no, this one, no. The programmer represent hardware abstraction using this, but not is no. Okay, so the answer is A. 28 is A. Okay, any questions so far? The purpose is to make the representation shorter. Okay. Okay, 29, we have such a program, and then what would be the result of this program? Okay, value equals 0, sum equals 0, value increased by 2 every time. Sum, you will add it to there. So basically, you start from value equals 2. Okay, you start from value equals 2, so 2 go in, 2 is not added. So you will add it to 4. Okay, so 4 is the first one, you add it to sum. I'm sorry. Initially it's 0. Okay, let me repeat it. You do it. Okay. Initial value, your value is actually 0. You do nothing. Okay, it increased to 2. 2 added to the sum, yes, and then it increasing to add until it's 20. Okay, 10 times. So it should be this one. Okay, B. Okay, number 30. Okay, which the following statement correctly explain how internet is able to facilitate communication at large scale. Okay, large scale. This one keyword is large scale. So scalability. Okay, scalability because you use the IP address, so they can always using IP address to do routing, right? So there's no central computer to monitor. No, data is routed between points in multiple ways so that if connection fails, data can be rerouted. Yes. Protocol of packaging routing used so that computer of different manufacturing can do it. Yes. So these are 2 and 3. C. Is that okay so far? This one? Okay, this one we explained it before. Okay. It's about the protocol. Okay, about the protocol. Catherine, are you okay on this one?
Yeah.
Protocol's main purpose is making the computer of different vendors can talk to each other. Okay, and when they put into the internet, they can still work. So this is the main purpose of protocol. Okay, main purpose of protocol. Okay, and you can add any computer at any time to internet because they will be assigned a new IP address. Okay, so that's the scalability. Number 31. Okay, this the binary number is used to represent black and white image. Okay, black and white image. Which of the following is least likely to store metadata? Okay, so which one is not metadata? Not metadata means is content. It's content, so I'll say D. I don't need to look at it. Archive or duplicate copy of the data is not. It's not metadata. Okay, metadata is data about data. It's not data. It's data itself. D. Okay. Okay, number 32. Which of the following best explain why it is not possible to use computers to solve every problem? Because some problem is undecidable. That's why. Okay. So let's look at the there is a problem that cannot be solved in any algorithm. So D, yes. Okay. D, unsolvable problem. Let me see, I may make some mistake. Okay, so this one D31 is also D30 actually is C. Okay. This one is B. Okay, good. So B is 32. Let's do 33. Okay, 33 as two variable. Okay, which of the following call can swap? Okay, using the temporary data. Okay, so let's see. Alpha to temp. Okay, beta to alpha, temp to beta. Yes. Second one, that's the first one. Okay, second one, alpha to temp, alpha to beta, temp to alpha. No, wrong. Okay. Number three, beta to temp, alpha to beta, temp to alpha. Yes. So 1 and 3. Okay. Both are rotational swap. One backup A alpha, the other one backup beta, but both will work. Okay, so 1 and 3. The answer is B. Okay, the answer is B for 33. Any question here? Any question? Okay, 34. A person wants to transmit audio file from a device to second device. It look like this one would have the compression. Okay, an audio device. So you may use a lossless or lossy. Okay. Okay, which one will demonstrate use of lossless compression? Okay, so a device compress the audio file before transmitting to the second one. The second one restore the compressed file to its original format. Okay, A is wrong. It cannot be original format. No. The device compress audio file, removing detail that not easily perceived by human ear. The compressed file sent to the second device and which play yes. Device transmit the original audio to a second one. The device actually remove the metadata. No. Device transmit the original audio file to the second one. Device plays the transmit data file as it is. No. So B. This one is lossy and lossless compression. Okay, 35 is algorithm. Which of the following is not possible value displayed by the program? Okay, so which one is not possible? Okay, so here n greater equal 0, n increase. Okay, actually n less than 0, you make it positive. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, so if you are 0, your n will become 1. Your 1, you will become 2. Okay, so there is no possible 0 over there. If you are -1, you will become 1. Actually, -2, you become 2. Okay, so n greater equals 0, n greater equals 1, you will do this. Okay, so because there's no possibility that n equals 0 or negative, so basically out of range is impossible, can never be range. So basically answer is D. D, there's no possibility that will be out of range. D. Okay, 35 is D because we analyze it in here. Okay. Number 36, a student purchased single user license of the copyrighted application and want other students to be able to use it in the same time. So this one you must obtain the license so that it can be redistributed. Okay. Which of the following conditions is considered acceptable to share the app? Okay, the application share only in the same school. No, you need to get the proper license. So A is wrong. When the application is shared by peer-to-peer network, no. You still get permission from the copyright owner, yes. D, when a user make copy of the application for a user to use only once, no. C is the answer. Okay. you must get the permission to retransmit or redistribute it. Okay. 37 and 38, we have such a function. So there's a function called minimum of something that return the minimum, sum of something return the sum. Okay. So student overall course grade is less than students score individual assignment. Okay, the course grade is calculated by dropping the lowest assignment and averaging the remaining one. So basically, you take the sum minus the minimum one. Okay. So basically, your final grade is your sum. Final grade minus the minimum one. This one is average. Average minus the minimum, no. So this one, sum of the score divided by this, this one, no. Okay. So sum of the score minus the minimum score, no. This one you need to, the length must also be reduced by 1, so no. This one you minus it and D, okay, 37 is D. Is that okay? You take out the minimum, but you also need to take out one score. That would be the average. Is that okay? Is that okay? .38, okay, we have some data, okay, which cannot be determined from data above. Okay, this one's the data. So you try to see which one cannot be referred from here. Okay, for given student, the value of highest assignment score, student name, the number of assignment, given the assignment before the lowest score being dropped, the after the lowest score. So here is the number of assignment of that. Okay, every score. Okay, let's see. So here, this two actually is in the same. You do have the number of the number list, okay, and you have the mean and sum, okay. And here we have a record, okay, we have record student name, ID, and then number of assignment, average score before dropping the lowest one score, the course grade after the lowest score being dropped. So here, I think we don't know about the highest assignment score. Okay, the lower assignment score we may know because we need to drop it. Okay, so as given student the change of grade as a result of dropping the lower score, we should know because we know the before and after. The proportion of student improved by the grade of dropping that we also know. So A, we have no way to know about its highest score. Is that okay? Any question? Jason, are you okay? 38, okay. 39 is a total problem again, okay? So there's an algorithm. So but move X, so there's something X time, okay? So you can assign the X, okay? So let's assume that X is a variable. So before that and after that, you'll move forward and then rotate right for something, okay? So let's do this. So basically, let's assume that we get started from here, okay? So X equals 0, you will move forward and then not rotating right and then move forward. So you're going to do go by 2. Okay, this one is X equals 0. X equals 1, you actually move forward and rotate right. Move forward and rotate right, you become this and you go this. Okay, so this one is X equals 1. Okay, X equals 2, you move forward and then rotate, move forward and then you rotate right and you rotate right, you become this direction. And move forward, you go to here. So basically, originally you are this, you end in at the same box by this direction. This is 2. Okay. So how about 3? 3, you go here, move forward, and then you rotate 1 to this, 2 to this, 3 to this, and then move forward so it becomes this. Okay, this is 3. You have 4. You do move forward, you actually do here, right? Move forward and you rotate 4 times. So 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, you go back to 0. So basically 4, you do not need it. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, we take modular, you should be able to get the result, okay? Like this, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Okay, let's actually look at the answer, okay? Which of the following can go along and go to here, okay? So basically, this one, you will go this way, and then you are here, okay? So this one, this whole thing can be done by x equals 1, okay? And then you go this way. This one is actually a 3, okay? And then here you get a 0. So 1, 3, 0 is the answer, okay? 1, 3, 0 is the answer for this. Okay, let's go down. Who has the 1, 3, 0? 1, 3, 0 is C, okay? Okay, any question about this problem? This one is more advanced turtle, okay? Any question? So before going to the move forward, up mover 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Before you do that, you actually analyze the x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 will go back to 0. So it actually modular 4 operation, okay? Any question on this one? Number 40, okay? Number 40, we have max of the 2, return the bigger one of the 2. Max 3, return the bigger one of the 3, okay? Which is a generalization of this, okay? Generalization of this one is, I would say generalization should be B, okay? Okay, because you have maximum 2 number, maximum 3 number, okay? 4 number is another one, it's not generalization, okay? So procedure move over maximum, which return the number of integer that exceed the number of max. No, this one is not. So the answer is B, number 40. Is that okay? Any questions so far? Okay, let's have a break. Okay, let's have a break. So far we use about 40 something, actually 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, I go slower, but we use that much time. So let's come back on 10:20. Okay, let's have a break. We'll continue to the other 34 problem. Okay. Any questions so far? Hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. One problem is like number 34. I say pick B, okay, but I did not do it carefully because here you say the lossless compression. Okay, let's redo this one. So basically, you transmit file from one device to the other, and it needs to be lossless. So lossless, you need to actually compress, but the original format will be can be recovered. So this one is A on 34. Okay, I say B is wrong. Should be A on 34. Is okay? I did not check. I did not see this word lossless. Is okay? But some problem that is you need to based on is lossy or lossless to choose the answer. Any question on this one? Okay, this one is in the previous section. I found out I make a mistake on this one. Okay, number 15. I also make another mistake. Okay, number 15 is a little bit more arguable. Number 15 is the library problem. Okay, I do not see any problem in the beginning, right? Because everything should be okay, be determined. But basically, the answer given by the exam is actually B. Okay, the number of book never been borrowed. The reason it should be B is like, okay, the data you have is per transaction. So basically, the borrowed and the return one, you had a record. You had a borrow record and you had a return record, but you do not have the total record of how many books in the library. This one you don't. Okay, so this one you don't. So basically, you don't know how many books have never been borrowed in the year. You don't know. Okay, so this one the answer is B. Okay, the D, actually the people who borrow at least one book in a year, you can only know the people who actually borrow book from this library. If he also borrow from other library, the same, it actually is also cannot be understand. Okay, it cannot be calculated based on this transaction data. Okay, so well, our system is trying to pick the best fit solution. Okay, best fit solution. So this one, the exam say B is better. Okay, B is better. Is okay? Any question? This one I do struggle because the first impression is that I cannot find the answer. Okay. Some problem is like this. Okay, but the answer given by the College Board is B. Okay, because that your data is only transaction based. Only the data that actually the book has a borrow and return record. Okay, but the book that you do not borrow or return in that year, you actually have no record. So this one you can only say that this is for testing. Okay, real library system, I don't think that there's no record that about each individual book. Is impossible. Okay, but anyway, we are based on the data given by the exam. Okay. Okay, 41, let's continue for 41. A group of planners using simulation to determine whether or not a park that they are designing is going to affect the foot traffic in the area. Okay, the simulation uses a model that includes input variable for the park, such that the number of entrance, sidewalk, or whatever. Okay, the simulation can then run multiple times the different value for input representing the park design. So basically, you are trying to design a park. Okay, and the park may have some bike trail, some food, teach some pond, whatever. Okay, so you use a parameter like a model to do simulation. Okay, so the simulation takes a longer time to run. Okay, so there's an older model and there's a newer model. Okay, so the simulation model, the input, and then okay, the simulation can run multiple times using different value. Okay, so originally you have some simulation. Now you put a parameter there. Okay, the planner update the model by removing some variable considered as important to the other. So that's the update. So basically, make the model easier. Okay, so look like making the model easier. So the runtime should decrease. Okay. So I think A is the answer for the 41. Okay. Okay. So this one is A because you reduce the number of the complexity. You drop some not important factor. Okay. So number 42, we have this. Okay. So basically, how can you draw such diagram? So basically, draw line. You draw line this. Okay. So draw line. You have a star x star y ns ny. Okay. So star x star y. So you every time you change your ns ny, especially your ny decrease by 2 every time. Okay, ny you decrease by 2 every time. So draw line ny decrease by 2. And you need to repeat for 4 times. So this one, okay. Draw x, draw y, nx, ny both decrease, no. Okay. And then you decrease ny, no. No. So actually 42 is also A. Okay. 42 is also A. Every time you drop the ny. Okay. 43, IP address problem. You have IPv6 introduced to replace IPv4, which was best describe the benefit. You get more addresses, okay? So IPv6 shorter, no. IPv6 provide greater number of addresses, yes. More devices, yes. IPv6 eliminate the hierarchy, no. IPv6 allow people bypass older security protocol, no. So 43 is B, okay. Okay, 44. Here we have a problem. I equals 0, sum equals 0. And every time you kind of this one. So if you do this one, actually your I started to 1. The first element added to your sum will be num2. Okay, not num0. So it's a more than 10 element. Okay. So here, what should be done? Actually, should be 9, 5, and 9, 6 need to be swapped. Okay. So answer is C. Any question so far? Malcolm, are you okay? Any question? Trista, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine, yeah.
Okay. So this one basically is taking the sum, okay, taking the sum, but you cannot advance index before you advance, it would change from 1 to 2 already. So that actually you will skip the first element. Okay, number 45. Which of the following explain the certificate authority? Okay, certificate authority. Let me actually talk about it one more time. So there's a CA certificate authority. There is a Citibank, okay, and there's a me. So I'm trying to log into Citibank with some security session. So I need to report it to this one, and they say that I get some cookie, and then the same certificate Citibank will see it. Okay, that's the way the certificate authority would do. Okay, so okay, certify the same particular website that user know that it does not contain virus. Virus, we don't know. Okay, we can only know that it's a genuine person. We don't know whether it's actually is having virus or not. Okay, the certificate authority issue password. It uses password like okay, it doesn't. It should issue the certificates, digital certificates. So this is wrong. A certificate authority maintains security database. It maintains database? No. Okay, no. This is root server or the top-level domain servers thing. Okay, so certificate authority verify the authenticity or the inscription key. Yes, this one. Yes, D is okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Must remember what we teach you. Okay. Okay. Number 46. We have file. We have time. Train left, we have train right, okay? So train left, train right, whatever. So that original file name be stored in the original, okay? And then which of the following statement will extract the description and store it to it, okay? So you want to get this, let's call it description, okay? So .jpg need to be taken out. .jpg need to be taken out. Also, the data and dash need to be taken out. Okay. So you have the original. You need to trim right for 4, train write for 4. So train write for 4 is return the copy of string with n rightmost character being removed. So train write for 4, yes, it's okay. Then you train left for 11. So here we have 5, 10, 11. So train right for 4, train left for 11. Yes, okay. Train left for 11, train right for 4. Yes, okay. Train right for 4, train left for 11. Yes. Train right for 11, train left for, so this one wrong, okay. Train left for 11, train right for 4. Yes, so this one 1 and 3. This one 1 and 3. So the answer would be C, okay. Number 46 is C, okay. Okay, this one is about trimming. You need to train left for 11, train right for 4, okay. Using the trim function. Number 47, a programmer determine the score within 10 points of a given target. For example, if the target is 50, then you be 50 and then plus 2 plus 4. Wait. Okay, so it's within 60 and 40. Okay, so are not. Okay, so which of Boolean equation will evaluate the score to be within 10 of them? So basically, target plus 10. So target is 50. Okay, so target is 50. 50 plus 6 or 60. Okay, so score greater than 60. No, this one's wrong. Okay. So here actually target minus 10 greater equals, so score less than, so you move the minus 10 to here, you got score plus 10 less than equals target. Your score plus 10, your target is 50, okay? So what you want to have is actually your score minus target, okay, is actually less than equals 10, okay? So if score greater than target, okay, it should be S less than equals target plus 10, okay? Or score less than T, it should be greater equals, actually this one should be T minus S, okay, less than equals 10. So actually S should be greater equals T minus 10, okay? So the answer is this one or and this one. Okay. So this one on this one. So 47 would be D, okay. This is this, okay. This is this, okay. So the answer is D. Any question? Okay. 48, which of the following best describe the purpose of the dominant server? So dominant server's main function is translate the domain name to IP address, okay? So it basically 48 is A, allow user to use the name, then IP address, okay? So it's a translation, provide a translation, okay? It's A. Number 49, okay, is a graph problem here, okay? So we have configuration 1 and configuration 2. Which of one has possible have a redundant between Q and V? Q here, V here, yes. 1, yes. 2, Q and V, yes. So both have redundant paths, yes, both. Okay, 50 is another problem. Configuration 1, which number of the connection must be broken before removing T no longer communicate with U. Okay, T with U. T with U, T is here, U is here, so minimum 2. Okay, minimum 2. It's from U side, you don't look at T side. Okay, so minimum it would be 2. Okay, so minimum would be 2. Number 50, HA is B. Okay. Number 51, we have some problem here. We have the random number generator, look like it is. So consider a game with player flip a fair coin 3 times. Fair coin is 50%. Okay. If the coin flip had the same result, then the player win. Otherwise, the player lose. Okay. So which of the following is the best simulation of a game? You random number of fair coin, you do 3 times. Okay, 3 times you will be 0 to 3. Okay. So if the 3 coin have the same result, then then actually the player win. Okay. Same result. Same result means what? Means you have tail, 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 or you have the head, 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 right? So the same result means like, okay, every time you, which one is better? This one you flip random number 1 to 3, but the possibility each one 0 will be 25%. That's wrong. Okay, you use toss coin, you should have the Pascal triangle. So the possibility should be 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay, so it's better that you actually take the sum of the random number of 0 and 1. Okay, that would be better. So C and D is a better answer, but which one is the right answer? I would say it should be D. Okay, D you actually 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. This case and this case, you win. Okay. So when the sum equals 0 or sum equals 3, you win. It's the same type, then you win. Okay. So the answer is D on 51. Okay. 52, which of the following best describe the IP address being assigned? Okay. A new device connected to internet is assigned an IP address enable communication on the internet. Yes. 52A already correct. Okay. IP address assigned only to the server. No, each computer has that. End user also has that. Okay. Your cell phone may also have IP address. Okay. New device connected to internet without IP address, but eventually assigned. No. IP address assigned only to the increased commission. No. Okay. So the answer is A. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Sorry
Yes.
that I was here. Sorry that I was here late.
Yeah, no problem.
I also have a speech and debate tournament, so I probably won't be able to attend long today.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
But I have a question. Like, how can I find this PDF on my own? Because like I tried logging into eCode 24 and like it just didn't work.
It didn't work. All of the data is there.
Well, I couldn't find the simulations, and I furthermore couldn't even log in.
Okay, you stay until we finish this course. Okay, we are in the middle of discussion.
Okay. All right.
Okay, number 53, the procedure body search correctly implement body search algorithm on the list of the number num list. Okay, the procedure return the index of the target on the num list. Okay, you want to do binary search and you have number list, you have the target. So basically this one using binary search, you need to have the data sorted. Okay, you need to have the data sorted, and then which of the point is must be met in order for the procedure. Okay, So it must be sorted. This one is the basic requirement for binary search, okay? For binary search. So the answer is C, okay? Binary search must have the data sorted, okay? In the session that we discussed the programming, I do show you the way to do programming for binary search, okay? Number 54, which of the following scenario best exemplify the phishing attack, okay? So which one best exemplify phishing attack? Phishing attack is like someone send you the wrong website or email and then try to take your email address or your personal identifiable information, okay? So which one is an example of this? Okay, let's look at it. So this one, 54, a user connected to a public wireless network and unauthorized individual intercept the data. No, this one is log access point, or this one is actually overheating or spying software, okay? This one is not related to a phishing attack. Okay, B, a user email account is overwhelmed and message to maintain large attachment. Okay, this one is denial of service, so this one is not. C, user receive email from sender offering technical help to the computer. The email prompt the user to use a help session. So C is the answer, okay. Prompt him to provide some personal identifier information. A user use a weak password for online account. An unauthorized individual successfully gets the user's password from a list of common password. Okay, this one is not phishing attack. Number 55, an office use an application to assign work to its staff members. The application use binary sequence for 100 member, you use a 2 to the power 7, that is 128. So this one is how many bits you needed, your number must be bigger than 120 if you raise to the total address space, okay? So this one is 7. C is the minimum number of the bits that required, okay? Any questions so far? Okay, any questions so far? I try to go slower, okay? Nathan, yeah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We are trying to discuss the exam taking skill, so I go slower. And I use a college board because college board problems tend to be less argument, okay? Not as arguable as the other set. Okay, consider the following algorithm. Each algorithm operates a list of n elements. N is very large integer. Okay, so you have a big list. Okay, so algorithm has every element twice. Okay, an algorithm has every element n times. Okay, so access n element n times, you as a list, it will n square algorithm. Okay, this one twice will be 2n algorithm. Okay, an algorithm that access only the first element in the element regarding the size of the list. Which one is reasonable time? I would say all of them. Okay, 56. 56 is D. Okay, the problem one, algorithm 1 is order 2n problem. Order 2n problem. Algorithm 2 is n square algorithm. Okay, order number 3 is a constant time problem. Okay, only 10 elements. Is that okay? Any question? Number 57, Creative Commons, the impact. The impact of Creative Commons is the Creative Commons license allow people to actually permit other people to use their work, okay, with the protection, okay. So keep the creative common ability to integrate how they work, they legally use distributed and everything, okay. So 57 is A. Okay, the main use is that you do not need to think about it. You do not need to have special lawyer to do it. You just put the logo and allow people to use the Creative Commons license. Okay. So it's nothing to do with the transmission. Okay, nothing to do with transmission. It's actually licensing of their work. Okay. So legal issue. So only A and B is possible. Okay, and it doesn't keep the internet user. It keeps the creator of the contents. Okay. Number 58, we have procedure code. Okay, initial population, next population. So this one is to simulate the bacteria growth. Okay, bacteria growth. So R equals 0. Initial population is star population. Okay, current population equals a star population. Okay, and then until R greater than 24, current population less than equal to 0. Okay, and then we do this. Okay, which of the following are true statement about the simulation? We have this 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have this 1, 2, 3. Which is true. The simulation continue until either 24-hour pass or the population reach 0. This one, the population, yes. So this one, when it exit is, this one is or. Okay, so when you greater this or this, okay, that's the so actually this one is correct. Okay, one is correct. This one is 58. One is correct. Okay. Second one, simulation display average number, average change in population per hour. No, it doesn't display per hour. Okay. It actually is after the simulation is done, you display. Per hour, you need to put it inside the loop. Okay, but it's not. Okay, so this one actually 2 is wrong. Simulation display the total population at the end of the simulation. Total population, no, it display the change of the population, not the total population. So this one A 57, 58 A. Okay. Okay, 59. A system being developed to help pet owner locate lost pets. Okay, which of the following best describe a system use crowdsourcing? Okay, crowdsourcing is what? Crowdsourcing is using people on the internet to help you to provide money or idea or program. Okay, so system developed to help pet owner locate pets. Okay, so the application uses GPS to determine the pet's location. No, that's not crowd. There's no crowd related to it here. Okay, a mobile application encoder that use wireless technology to determine whether the pet is within something. Okay, no, there's no people involved. Okay, a mobile application allows user to report location of a pet appear to be lost and upload a photo. Yes. This one is people science, citizen science, okay? Must have people to help the system. So 59 is C, okay. Okay, 60, we have some problem. Look like there's a debugging problem, okay? So you may not need to have to change, but you may need, okay? So let's look at the program. There's an original list containing integer and the new list initially empty. Okay, so get every number from original list. If the number mod 2 is 0, then insert the new list in location 1 with the number. Okay, so every time the new number will be inserted at the beginning portion. Okay, so here copy even number from original to the so that the number in the new, the same relative order. So right now, your data, if you have 2, 4, 6, 8, what you will happen in the new list will be 4, will be in front of 2, 6 in front of 4, 8 in front of 2. So this is wrong. This don't insert there. you need to append it to the list. Yes. Okay. And not the R number, not this one. So actually number 60C, okay, is your insertion location is wrong. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, number 61, this was more complicated problem. Okay. So this one, for the following algorithm, you tend to determine the average height in centimeter of the group of people in the room. So there's a room, there are people, okay. Each person has a car, pencil, and an eraser, okay. Algorithm step 2 is missing, okay. Everybody stand up, so everybody stand up. Okay, everybody stand up. Okay, step 2 we don't know, okay, and you will repeat the step 3 to 5 until only one person stand. So you are going to repeat 3 to 5 many times. Okay, somehow. So each standing person find another standing person, and then they form a pair. Okay, so you actually there's a standing person, they form a pair. Okay, but there will be one person that if it's R number of person, a person that cannot find a pair. Okay, the person remains standing and wait for the next opportunity to form pair. Okay, in each pair, the person holding the card to the other, handing the card to the other person and sit down. Okay, at this point, so one was pair and then handing the card to the other one and sit down. So the two person will be pair. Okay, the standing person in each pair replace the top number of the card, whatever. Okay. The standing whatever, and the last person standing divide the top number of the. Okay, so this one's really complicated. Okay, so basically it's I would say this one should be a trying to find out their number on each person. Okay, so these two actually when it happened, hand their card to the other person. So this one is swap. They swap their card, okay? Okay, so which of the following can step 2 as intended? So the intended algorithm is that determine averaging height in centimeter, okay? A group of person or person. So each person have a car and then here. So apparently, no matter what number they try to do averaging or something. The number that they must put the height of themselves into the car. Okay, so that's something that must do. Okay, so I would say they must write down their height. They must write down their height. If they don't write down their height, no matter how complicated the other things they have done, it's impossible that they would actually be able to figure out their average height. So C and D you don't consider, okay? You just need to see what information is needed. So their height, okay? So at the top of the card, write down the number 1 at the bottom of the card, okay? So at the top of the card, you write 1. At the top of the card, okay, you write that, okay? And then you write 2 or 1 in the bottom of the card, okay? So you have a card, you write your height, okay? The other side, you write 1 or 2, okay? So basically, that's 1 and 2 is used, okay? So they will switch the data, okay? And that's related to the step 5, okay? So step 5 actually replace the bottom number, okay? Okay, the top number is the sum of the number of 2 cards, and then bottom of the card, okay? C. the trick here. At this point, the standing number in each person holding 2 cards. Okay, so holding 2 cards, the standing person in each pair replace the top number with their card with the sum of the top number of the 2 cards. So the 2 number being 2 cards arrive, the height 1 and height 2 being summed up to a certain card. Okay, and then the bottom of the card with the bottom of cards sum together. So 1 plus 1. So basically, each card, the top of the card is the total of the height. Okay, bottom of the card is the number of the person that being calculated on that card. Okay, so basically this one is a lengthy problem, but initial condition is your card, you are actually 5'7", right? And you are 1 person. So put the number 1. And when 2 people meet together, you become maybe 10 foot 11, but actually 2 person. 3 people, it would maybe actually 15, 16 and 10, okay? And that's 3 person. So the bottom of the number is the total number of the people carrying for the car, okay? That we used to do average. Because the last one is the bottom number, top number divided by bottom number. So top number divided by bottom number. Okay, so this one, it is a very easy problem if you understand the problem, okay? But if you go through the whole thing, it takes a long time. But initial condition, you actually use A. It is a CS problem? No, I don't think this is a CS one. It's an IQ test, okay? This one is more like an IQ test. So everybody stand up, you write your card, your height, and number of person on the back, okay? And 2 people meet together, they sum up together of their height 1 plus height 2. Okay, put 2 on the back, okay, something like that. So keep doing that until there's only 1 card carrying the total number of the people's height divided by total number of the people. That would be the average height. Okay, so this was A. It's very easy if you know the algorithm. Okay, but going through the whole thing take a long time. There are some problem like this. Okay, remember in the AP computer science principle, usually they either give you to find the maximum or minimum or do sorting or doing searching algorithm. Okay, so don't think about it too complicated. They cannot invent too wild algorithm for you to test. Okay, this one when I see it, I pretty much know it. It is taking sum and average. So when you take an average of the people's height, you should have the total height divided by the number of people. Okay, that actually is for sure because no matter how complicated the algorithm will be, okay, and using pencil or using pen or using whatever. So I would choose A when I go in, even I do not study it. I have a sense that they must put their height in there. But if they're 2 or 1, I tend to use 1 because that represents the person itself, okay? 2 seems to be too many. Why 2? You need to explain it. So even if I have to guess, I don't guess 2, I guess 1. Because 2, you have to explain why 2 and not 1, okay? If this one, you try to guess. But writing down the number 1 or 2 on the top of the card is wrong because you need to have the top divided by bottom, okay? So anyway, this one's more guessing or IQ test than a CS problem, okay? Number 62, online game collect data for each player's performance in the game. A program is used to analyze the data to make prediction about how player will perform in a new version of the game. Okay, so predict something. Okay, so here we have 2 versions of the algorithm. Okay, and then okay, so there is comparison of performance. So we must look at the performance, okay? So basically here you have two algorithms. So let's look at the version 1 and 2. It doesn't say which one work or which one doesn't work. So we just need to have starting one algorithm, okay? So top score, you have this 4 ID, get every ID, actually you get prediction for that ID with a score. If score greater than the top score, you actually update the top score. So this one you are trying to find the maximum score, okay? So this one, you get prediction and then you do this, okay? This one, you will get prediction greater than that, get appreciation of the top score. So this one, you have 4 elements. So the get prediction will be wrong for how many times? You actually initial top score is 0, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, you go 4 times. So now let's look at the second one. Second one, your top ID, okay, your top ID assigned to this, okay. So you get started for each one. So you get this one, you get prediction and get this. So each one you have the 2 get prediction. So totally you have 8 get prediction, and this one you have 4 get prediction. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so basically get prediction has 1 minute. Okay, and other than that, this one you have comparison assignment. So eventually here you have 1 more get prediction. So basically totally you have 5 more get prediction time. So version 2 approximately 5 more average minutes. This one is D, okay. This one is 62 is D, okay. Any question on this one? It's calculation of the number of the get prediction call, function call, okay. So this one totally, these 2 actually being called for 4 times. So totally A get prediction, and here you have 1 more. So totally this one get prediction for 9 times. This one actually called 4 times, so 5 more minutes. Okay. Number 63, you have Tcpip problem. Okay, which of the following describe the purpose of protocol? The purpose of the protocol is to what? Tcpip is to ensure the data being transmitted from one location to the other. Okay. Transmit speed. Okay. Private data. Okay. It's not private data. Okay. Common standard message between 2 systems. Okay. If actually validate the ownership node. So here we have A and C depth. Okay. So A ensure the communication between devices over the internet above the minimum transmit speed. We do not guarantee it. Okay, we do not guarantee it. So this one is to establish common standard for sending message. Okay. Any question on this one? So 63 is C. Okay. 64. The following procedure intended to return true if at least 2 of the 3 parameters are equal. 2 of the 3 are equal. So here you return true. If A equals B, we return true already. Yes. Otherwise, return this. Yes. But outside, you do not return anything. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. So actually, it still will. Okay. It still will. So basically, you have S equals Y. Okay. You go this way, right? So outside else would be X not equals Y. Okay. So X equal Y, you already return true. X not equal Y, you have two possibility, y equals z or not, okay? So which are one not returning the intended data, okay? Not intended, returning the intended data. So basically, if y and z not equal, and x and y also not equal, okay, but x and z equal, x and z equal, but x and z equal, okay, but x and y not equal and y and z not equal, you are in trouble. So the answer is C. Okay, any question? Any question? Hello, any question?
No.
No. Emission the comparison of x and z, okay? 65, which are probably not advantage of open source software. So this one, which is not good, okay? So open source is generally free and lower in cost than commercially available software. This one, yes, okay. The Rgb source code make it possible to customize open source to individuals' need, yes. The original developer of open source provide free and local support. No, they don't support you to install the software, okay? So C is wrong. Is that okay? They do not need to support you for installation. They just give you for free. They don't actually support you for installation. Number 66, we have combined and remove all duplicated, okay? So now consider the list 1, list 2, okay? So this one is combined, you combine 2 together, okay? So say you have 2, 4, 6, and 1, 5, you combine as this. So it's a concatenation, okay? And then we reduce duplicate, you will actually keep single copy for each one. Okay, so now which are following will assign the intended value to count. Okay, so we want to okay, the count is 1. So consider two lists, this one and this two. The programmer want to determine how many different value in both one. Okay, so you need to combine and then they will duplicate it and then get the data. So both lists remove duplicate and then what? Count. You want to count, you want to actually okay. There are 3 different appear in it. Okay. So this one 3 different in both lists. So you want to have the 240, 60 that actually show up in both. Okay, show up in both. So basically, let's see. Okay, basically you kind of okay, this one actually you kind of combine the two. Okay, combine the two. Okay, let's see. You want to calculate the number of the element that show up in both. Okay, show up in both. So let's look at it. Okay, so first one, you have both of them. You remove the duplicated one, and you have both of them. But both of them, some of them may duplicate, so it doesn't give you the number. Okay, come into the number, right number. B, you remove duplicate. C, this one remove duplicate, and then you combine both. You remove duplicate. Okay. Okay, so this one is the answer is this. Okay, you have. Let's don't think about the data yet. Okay, so you have a set of 1, 2, 3, 4. You have another set of 4 and 5. Okay, so we want to calculate the number of the element that's duplicated. Okay, so these two that duplicate in both set, that is the size of this is A set, this was B set. Okay, so it is the size of the A intersect with B. Okay, so that is the answer. So we should remove the duplicate from A. That actually is a number. That's the length of duplication. Remove duplication of A, and then there's the length of duplication of B. And then A and B you combine but remove the duplicated one. That will be your intersect size. The union size. Okay, so your A, the size of the union minus size of A and minus the size of B will give you what? I'm sorry, the size of A and B, size of A plus size of B minus the union size will give you the intersection size. Okay, that actually should be what we need to do. So basically, this one is the size of A, this one is the size of B. You combine, you remove the duplicate. So this one actually is the A union B's size. So basically, your total size, this one is your A plus B's size minus the union size. You get the number of count, that's the intersection size. So the answer is D. Is okay? Hello, is okay?
Yes.
The A size plus B size would be equals A union size union plus A intersects with B size. Okay? Is that okay? Remember this, okay? Okay, so that's actually you state this one more like set theory than the problem. So now we are in the last A problem for pick 2 solution. Okay. So which of the following action are likely to helpful to reduce the teacher divide? Okay, which one can reduce the teacher divide? So design new technology accessible by typical physical capability. Number 131, okay, B, okay, A is not. Implement government regulation restrict citizens' access to the web. No. So the having all government support construction of network infrastructure, yes. So B and D, is that okay? D is to help the remote people. B is to enhance the so-called accessibility of the network to the handicapped people. Okay. Numbers 132, we have the pick 2 problem. Okay. So variable X assigned to be true, variable Y assigned to be false. Which one will display true? So or wait. Okay, X is true. X is true, so this one is true. Okay. X or Y is true. Okay. But end is not. So end you will not never display anything. Okay. End will you will never display anything. So X or XY, this one, okay. So now you go into there and then you need to have a true. So X is true. So this one X true. So this one will display true, yes. This one true and true, this one will display true, yes. This one end will be false, so no. So 132 is AB. Is that okay? Any question? Both need to be true, okay? Both the condition and display value must be true. Okay, number 133, we have pick 2 problem. And here we have also title, book, price, genre, and quantity available. So store employee want to calculate total number of the amount the store receive if they sell all of the available fiction book. Okay, so you need to sum up these. This one times the available copy and then sum them up. Okay, so basically, which column in the database can be ignored, still allow to perform the calculation. So basically, generic can be ignored, quantity available cannot, okay? And then generic can be ignored, okay? Also, you can actually ignore. Let's see, pick two answer, okay? Also doesn't make difference. Generic doesn't make difference. Quantity available is needed, okay? So basically, title you will need it, okay? So 133, let me see. 133, this one is pick two answer, okay? Let me read it more carefully, okay? Science fiction, okay, science fiction, so you need a generic, okay, I'm sorry. So generic, you cannot delete it. So C and D, you cannot delete it. You need to pick A, B, okay? You need to keep generic data field, need to be there, okay? Number 134, we have the algorithm, okay? So there is which probably does not get the intended value. So when will it fail? Okay, when will it fail? So basically, you have count equal 0, count greater than y. So if y is negative, and every time you increase your count, you will not get a value. Okay, so basically, this one is a very simple pick of B and D, okay, because their y is negative, okay? Y negative, your counter will not work, okay? 135, we have concatenate and the substring, okay, concatenate substring. So we would like to store checker loop, okay, checker loop. So let's look at checker loop. So substring is the starting and then length, okay. So anti-loop 54, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one 5 and 4 is loop, okay. So animal is loop and concatenate animal with A. So this one actually is loop A wrong. This one's wrong, okay. So there are 5, 4, okay. So A and loop, yes, this one correct, okay. So this one substring 1, 4, 1, 4 is check A loop, yes, B is correct, okay. This one check 1, 4, yes, this is correct, okay. So concatenate animal with A is check A, yes, this is correct, okay. So animal substring antelope 5, 4, yes, C is also correct. So this one is BC, okay, this one is BC. Number 135 is BC, okay. Number 136 is design a service problem. Okay, design a service problem usually is trying to attack your service using a large volume of unwanted data to jam it, okay. What is the example? So sometimes they use a botnet, okay. So coordinate a group of devices send out thousands of simultaneous requests to the online store in an attempt to make difficult for customer communications. Yes, 136A is correct. Email sent to many users whose web-based document editing. Each email appear to invitations to share document, but it requested permitted. Okay, this one is actually not. A hacking group using thousands of bots. This one's net bots. Okay, overwhelming number of payment to a donation site intended to disrupt the service. Yes. So this one is A and C and 136. Okay. Any question? (137) is a debugging problem. Okay, so you can see that the problem, practice problem 2020 is harder than 18. 18 is harder than 16. Okay, so problem get harder every year. Okay, or it becomes a principle. So you need to expect harder problem. Okay, so 137. Okay, in mathematics, a perfect number it's a type of integer. Okay, so this one is checking if a number is a perfect number or not. Okay, so the program intended to count and display the number of perfect number between integer start and end. Okay, the program does not work as intended, so you need to debug. Okay, so basically you have number from start to end. You should check if the number is a perfect number, you increase the counter. Okay, so if it's a counter started to be 0, counter increased by 1, so this one must be deleted. Okay, so only perfect number increase the number. That's actually correct. Okay, so apparently 95 need to be deleted. Okay, and then current number, actually only perfect number, this one should be deleted. So actually 95 and 99 need to be deleted. So this one, the answer is A and C on 137. Okay, A and C on 137. Okay. The last one. Okay, 138. Here we have a problem. So number of occurrence is intended to count and then return the number of time Tucky appear in the word list. Okay, the procedure does not work as intended. Okay, so this one, it does not work as intended. So your word and Tucky word, count equals 0, count equals 0. So apparently you reset the count every time. So it's not okay here. You must remove it. Okay. So which of the file code will not call the not returning the intended value. Okay. So each word you will actually return it. So basically you reset the count every time. Okay. So here only when your Tucky word is the last word only, then you will return the intended data. So A is not. Okay. A is not. B is not. Okay. C is on the last one. Yes. D nothing match. Yes. So A, B is the answer on the 138. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay. If no, we actually let's have another break. Okay, come back on 11:30. We will work on the last part of the parent file. Okay, return on 11:30 a.m. Okay. Hello, hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions so far? We have another half an hour left, but before we actually go to this parents unit 5, if you have any question about this course and the exam, we can discuss right now. Okay. And some of the question may be applied to everybody. So please voice out your concern or whatever you think that you will need, okay, or your question. So how about Alex, you have any question?
No.
Are you okay so far?
Yeah.
How about Jason, are you okay? Anybody who has question, please voice out. Okay, hi Trista, you have a question?
I was thinking like, can you maybe after class, can you take a look over my project code? Because I'm not sure if I'm uploading the correct code or like exactly.
Okay, after class, yes. Okay, so you stay, okay? You stay after class. How about anyone else have the same or similar request? You can stay, okay? And or I can, because of privacy, I may actually separate Zoom you. Is that okay? Trista, it's okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
I think because it's your project, so I don't think that it's okay to share in the public. But after class, I will give you contact with you for the way I send the Zoom link. Okay. Anyone else? Other concern or help needed? How about Jason? Jason, are you okay?
Yeah.
No problem.
Mm.
Also, project. If you have any question about project, also okay to talk. Okay. Okay. Anyway, if no problem, let's actually finish this one up. Okay. Wish you guys good luck in the exam and also your final project. Okay. So anyway, last time we finished to problem 20. We actually finished that, but I want to finish all kind of problem before we finish this course. Okay. So suppose a web browser on a mobile device collect information about login information and geolocation. Okay. It is a security concern. Okay, mobile device, web browser collect information about login information and geolocation. Well, this one, is there personal identifier information? Yes. Yes. So A, okay. They are personal identifier information. So what's wrong with this? Okay, look at today's the war between Russia and what? And Ukraine, right? You just keep away your geolocation, boom, the missile already hit your car, okay? So that's not kidding, so. Okay, 22, the browser popping advertise completely anomaly over the internet, having all website requests through the popping server. What does this enable an anonymity, okay? So this one, how can you enhance anonymity? This one, you have a server, then you need to have the proxy server, okay, which means that all information within the website are done through the server rather than the device, okay? So you have a server and the server actually kind of become, you log into the server, right? So it's a popping server, just like a game station, game server. You log in, right? And you call yourself what? Or King of Night, okay? And you play game, nobody know who you are, right? So that it is some sort of proxy, some sort of agent, someone replace you, okay? So that is C, okay, 22 is C. 23, okay. How does technology enable collection of user information, individual group, okay. So this one, 23, here, computer collect the data about the action performed by group and individual. Here you must have a group and individual, okay, that's a keyword. So A actually translate human thought into information. There's no group, no individual. Okay. So it's a technical translation. There's no group, no people, no human. Okay. B algorithm used to translate machine code. No human, no group, no people. Okay. So that's wrong. Here you must know about it actually is the user information about people. This individual and group just mean people. Okay. You must look at the keyword. Okay. Number 24, which of the following is an example of target advertisement being misused and aggregated label? Aggregated is top label, higher label, compound label. Okay. So this one actually is determine person information. Specific person is not aggregated label. Okay. Not allowing housing to a certain minority. A, yes, that's collectively biased against a certain social group that is aggregated the top label, okay? Collectively, we bias on that, okay? So number 25, which of the following is a question about intellectual property is raised specifically by modern information system. Modern system, the problem is when there's a outside of a country, your server located outside the country, then you have trouble. Okay, you cannot sue them. So number 25 is D. Okay. Number 26, which are the following example of business impact on open source library? Okay, so open source library is free. It can be used by anybody to do multiplication. So open source copyleft, which forbid them from being used in a more restricted license. Okay, number 26B. Okay. So when it's open, it's open. Okay, you cannot modify it and then say, okay, this is my product. So after that, I want to collect money and you cannot use it. No, it is copyleft. That means that your copyright keep adding up. If you use my open source library, you have to be more open than me. You are not allowed to forbid people from using your software publicly. Okay, because I'm open, you are supposed to be open. Otherwise, why should I license you? And then you become what? You become taking advantage on my copyright. Okay, so that's a so-called copyleft. Okay. Okay, 27. 27, which is not a consequence of disparity online access. Okay. Here the answer actually is the books say A. Okay, rural areas are less likely to receive internet because of high cost of the connection. Okay, it is not consequences of that. Okay, so for A, okay, A is the result or it is the cost. Okay, A is the result. So A is the result. Okay, how about B? Companies that are not listed on the internet may have harder to gain consumer base. Okay, this one company not listed. It is not result of the online access. Online access is that here we have the internet and people cannot log in, so they have disadvantage. Okay, here this one is my computer. I don't list into the internet, so it has nothing to do with disparity on the online access. It has nothing to do with the digital divide. Okay, so actually this one, okay, this one, the books say A, but I say is B. Okay, B is not the consequences of digital divide, but A is. Okay. Any question? The books say A, but it's wrong. Is that okay? Okay, anyway, 28. How has the rise of mobile and wireless networking impact the innovation? Okay, so impact the innovation. So here, 28 D, okay. Communication used for innovation can be performed on more devices than locations. So Uber, okay. Uber, so D. 29, which of the following is not an issue raised by global distribution of computing resources, okay? Which is not an issue by global distribution of computing resources, which is not caused by the web expanding of the computing resources, okay? So not an issue is traditional way. New type hardware can be created by computing resources. How will you have the price of that? So 29 is D, okay, the price of it is not by the distribution of computing resources. Number 30, which of the following is an effect of digital divide? Okay, which of the following is the effect of digital divide? Okay, so let's see. A, I think yes, okay. It's not digital divide, okay. Yes, it's not, okay. So student with computer have hard time without computer. So this one actually, yes, it's an effect, okay. So number 30 is B, okay. Number 31, okay, which of the following is a measure of such refinement is based on Boolean logic, okay. Boolean logic actually 31. Okay. Every one of them. Okay. So D. 32. Which of the following way of technology have affected plagiarism? So who will help copy? Okay. Which one to copy? So copy information is much harder. No. Easier to plagiarize, yes. Easier to detect, yes. So 32, copying information verbally is much easier, yes. So now, 1, 2, 3, let's actually look at it. ABC, let's look at it one more time, okay? So copy information verbatim is much easier since it can be used cut and paste, yes. Easier to plagiarize out of slows since computer cannot. Okay, so this one B is wrong, okay? So B actually, computer can expedite the process of citation. So the B is wrong, okay? So this one A and C are 32, okay? Okay, 33, which of the following is an example of cybersecurity, okay? Implemented to hardware, okay? So keyword is cybersecurity and also is hardware, okay? Hardware, so who has a hardware? So protect phishing attack, email filter is a software. So 33, okay, this one actually is pick one part is wrong. Okay, to protect the Mildan spectrum internet Intel design processor, okay. Separate plagiarism, this one. Cybersecurity, I don't see it, okay. C actually protect the hard variable or SSL redesign. Okay, so SSL, this one is software, is not hardware. Protected means the person download a computer, scam virus. Okay, this one is wrong. So none of them actually is done by hardware. So this one X, no answer. Is that okay? Any question? The book say D, okay, the book say D, but I don't see any hardware at all. Is there any hardware? Is there any hardware? I don't see any word related hardware on D. Okay. Hello, hear me? So this is 33. I don't see anything related to hardware. Okay. So therefore, which of the following is an example of the effect that cyber attack can have on the world at large? Okay. This one 34 is everything. Okay, everything. Okay, 35 is design of service. So botnet, okay, botnet issue attack from different IP address. No, it is not. Okay, so botnet does not require attack to be revealed. Yes. B, okay. So and then since botnet contain many different computers, contain more powerful. Yes. So 35 is B and C. Okay. Okay, 36. Which of the following is not example of human component in cyber attack? Okay, so no human. Okay, no human. It's not human attack. Okay, so the advertisement tell people to download this one. No, the user. Okay, so website being hacked, backdoor and browser and whatever backdoor. Is there a person? No. So B is the answer. This one no human. C a user. Okay, a user. Okay, a user is a human. Okay, so B. 37. How is math utilized in cyber crystallography? Okay, this one actually using for cyber security. So this one is what is the one we talked about last time. Okay, the message raised to the power of D 10 modular by N give you the coded the data. Okay, so this one the math we talked about last time. So how is math being used? Okay, so actually it's not used wrong. The length of string determined wrong in development within generated mathematical principle. Bit and group of bit. Okay, so 37 is bit and group of bit multiplied using mathematical algebraic principle. C, okay, you actually doing using what? Encoding. Okay. 38, how open standards ensure the security of encrypted data. You actually use a public key. Okay, so basically impossible to create open standard. So security is actually being guaranteed. Okay, open standard, they have broad public documented, which means that there are more people can repair. So which standard ensures security? So A, okay. Open standard, you can more likely to modify. Okay. So 39, suppose a certain equation program works by replacing every letter in a message. Okay. So something like that. Okay. So could this decrease using the symmetric equation? If so, what would be the key? Okay, so basically we have n equal 1. Okay, let's see here. Actually, a letter n replace it. Okay, so every data message with a letter n replaced after it. Okay, n present after it. So now you need to go back. Okay, so this one 39 is the key is equal to n, that would be symmetric. Okay, so b minus n. Okay. 40, which is disadvantage public key. Okay, public key is a disadvantage. Everyone can encrypt without having to know how to decrypt it. Okay, that actually is an advantage. Okay, so D. Okay, that's an advantage. Okay. Okay, any more question? This is a parent set. I roughly go through it. Okay, have limited time. Okay, so if no question, people who still want me to help them on project or something, you can stay. Okay, other people you can be dismissed. Okay. Any question?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Okay. Jason, you have question?
No, not really.
Yeah, then you can be dismissed. Okay. How about
Alright.
Catherine? Okay, whoever stay, you must. I only keep the people who still want to ask question. Okay. And Nathan, are you still have question? Okay.
No, sorry.
Yeah, you have question, you can stay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now actually, yeah, you can be okay. Trista, you can share your screen. Okay.
Okay. Let me see. So I made a catch the fruit game. So I was originally thinking from 68 to like here is where my main segment of code is. I don't know, other than this, they have this thing called a procedure? I'm not sure what that is.
You have to use a procedure. You have to demonstrate two abstraction. One data abstraction. Data abstraction means that you use some kind of array or list. So right now, what I want you to do is
this?
You have to name them in the document. So right now, you probably need to go through the College Board, the response problem, work on them, also work on the video right now. And then you work on the return response and you multiply your code. There's a data abstraction you need to create using the array. There's another one, you need to create procedural abstraction. Then you need to create some sort of function call. You need to demonstrate two things in your written report.
What does that mean?
Have you worked on the written report yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you have to work on the written report.
Yeah, but like I'm not sure. But you need to talk about the code that you've written, right?
Yeah. So
But
you
I'm
need
not
to
sure
you need to
which-
practice. You need to do it, and then you come back to modify your code.
Huh?
If your code do not have function call, you have to implement with a function call.
Wait, what do you mean function call?
Function call means that you need to use function. You need to have a function f something like this. You need, and later you must call a function. Do you have something like that?
I mean, I have like array list.
Yeah, you have already that's a data abstraction, but you still need to have procedural abstraction.
Function call is this?
Yeah, now let's actually do the other way, okay? Let me try to help you in the other way.
I'm not sure what a function
yeah,
is.
a function call is a function. So let's do this one. Let's go AP Computer Science.
You want me to share you the my
Create task, okay? Create task response questions, okay? You have to work on the okay, these are the scoring requirement, okay? So there's a scoring guideline you need to follow, okay? So these are available on the internet. You actually need to look at the written response, okay?
I watched through some already.
So you have to walk through this every single one. And then one of them actually is 2C or this one. Some of them you need to write down the so-called the so-called procedural abstraction. You need to create some function code. Function code is a function. Let me show you. So let's look at the code.org, okay? So code.org, let me sign in, okay? I'm sorry, I go to the wrong side. Okay, so I should go to code.org. Okay, and okay, you are here, right? You are here. So that's actually create a new applet, right? So let's assume that we actually try to create something, but you do need to define some function. So this function, so let's call this one f. Okay, and this f function, actually I do one thing, just return 10, okay? And then outside of the function, I need to do actually variable, okay, a get from 10, okay, get from f, okay. And this value calling f function. So this one is a function call. You must define some function call and show it. That's a procedural abstraction.
Wait, so like
So for example, like here, I may have a function of maximum of the a and b, okay? And this one, you must do this one. You must do if a greater equals b, okay? Then I return a, okay? Otherwise, I return b. And then this one actually is x of a, b, right? It will be actually max of the 3 and 5. So this is a maximum function. You will call the function and compare the value of 3 and 5. This is a label abstraction. Is that okay?
can you look over my code?
Yes.
So I'll share you the link.
Mm. Okay, I do see you this, okay? So you have press some, you have on-event do something, but you have to show people what is the function call you have, okay? So you do have some function, yes. This is a function. This is a function, but when you go down, you do some function. So let me run it, okay? Okay, whatever. Okay, this look like it's okay. Okay, you finish some project. Okay, you're getting through that actually is okay. So if they need you to do function call, this is a function, but you have to name it. So some function you may need to name it as catch, as
Wait.
catch a function, or you may name it as a catch through or something. So what is abstraction? Abstraction means that you group a group of call using a name. So later you use that name as a function call. You know what I'm saying?
So I had
So this one you call it this, you name it name. So this is not abstraction. The name doesn't represent. If you call this name one, you call it something like fruits. That would be better. So originally it's a group of data, but now you use a fruit to represent the data. This we call it data abstraction.
okay.
In your writing, you definitely need to provide one data abstraction and one procedural abstraction.
What's procedure?
Procedural abstraction is you must like this one. This one is some function, okay, some procedure. I use a name called maximum. This one will find maximum between A and B.
I think I have something similar on line 80.
On your line 80.
Yeah, does that work or?
It will, but there's no, you have to name it. Don't call it function, call it a certain name for the function. That's the abstraction.
Okay.
So abstraction means that you have a whole bunch of call. We can call it run computer, right? So run computer, I don't know what is the core inside, but this whole thing you will run every time. So when you need to run computer, you will run it. Is that okay? So right now you are lacking of the abstraction right now, your report. You have to study what is abstraction, and that's required by the AP concept principles guideline when you do the response problem.
Okay.
Got it? You probably still not, but you have to work. Have you studied your written report or not?
No, because I need the code to write it.
No, you need to write the. You need to look at the report first.
Huh?
Work on the report first.
Wait, but don't you need to? But don't you
Work on
write?
the report, and then you need to modify your code. You need to modify your program. Your program not following AP concept principle way of coding. Got my point?
Okay.
You have to follow the whatever AP concept principle want you to do. You have to provide. Okay, so here you see here this right written. It actually has. This guy has what? Example of a call button click procedure. Did you have that? You don't. They do have call block click. So that's a function call you need to have. You must name it and call it. So right here you do have a few function. So here you say it actually have many criteria you need to do, provide some coding example. So you start to work on a response problem, please. You need to work on a response problem writing in separate location, and then if you finish, you want me to look at it, you can send me a copy. I can discuss at that time. Is okay?
I
You need to write the report first. So 3 things you need to
wait.
finish.
So I like
You need
I
to
write.
you need to have 1 minute video to demonstrate your function. Okay. You also need to have 1 written report.
Yeah, but I don't understand how I'm going to write it without even having the code to write about.
No, you have the code already, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't fit the requirements. So
Then
how do I
you need to
write?
modify it.
Yeah, so shouldn't I modify it first and then write
No,
about it?
you need to look at the report. What's the requirement you need to have? You don't work through the AP concept principles digital portfolio problem. How can you know that?
Okay.
You have to get the AP computer science create task. Okay. Response question, okay, PDF. So you may need that, okay. You have to work on this student handout, and then you need to work on the so-called let me see, creative task. So they are something you need to follow. You need to follow these things, and they are response problem. Okay, these are the problem you need. Okay, so let me copy this one. You have to answer these different questions. You have to answer these different questions. So you write this one, you actually download this one, put into a Word file or some file. Okay, describe the overall purpose of your program, describe the functionality of the program demonstrated in the video. So you also need to create a video, describe the input-output program demonstrated in the video. Okay, here, first program call segment must show the data have been stored in the list. So you need to create a list. Okay, second program segment must show that data in the same list being used, creating data from existing data processing, whatever. So you need to write your code according to the requirement here. So you work on the response problem first, and then you multiply your code. Your code must be the same as your PDF.
Okay.
Okay, you haven't do this. So you see here, you provide written response following. Describe two call to the procedure. What is your procedure? I don't see your procedure. So you need to show you have a procedure that you call twice. For example, procedure is like the maximum function. I need to show people that I use twice. So this one I can say actually I call the procedure twice. Okay.
Wait, how is that calling it twice? You set up two variables.
To set up two variables, yes. So here I can use a actually variable a equals 3. Okay, variable actually b equals 4. Variable c equals 4. Variable d equals 7. Okay, for example, like this, and you need to call this function twice. Okay, and explain how it is called. Explain how. This is only a very simple example, but you need to follow the procedure here. So my suggestion is that please work on this PDF first, and then you may need to modify your program. So when you finish your PDF, you want me to look at it, I can help you. Okay. This actually originally should be your annual teacher's task work. Okay. They should guide you, and in the teaching of AP concept principle in the course, they need to actually what? They need to actually at least.
Yeah, we were never mentioned of it. I don't even know that.
Where did you get this course?
IB Max.
Okay, it's okay since you are IB student. So no matter what happened, it happened already. Okay, work on this, please. Okay,
Okay.
and then if you want me to look at it, I can help you. Okay, send me email.
Okay.
Okay, I remember your name. I'll zoom you. Okay. Are you
Okay.
good? Okay.
Yeah.
You have 3 things you need to work on. One is the video, and the video also need to put into here. Remember the video is over here. You also need to follow it, PDF, okay, video size of the program. You also need to put it over here, okay? Put whatever video you created over here, okay?
Okay.
You still have time, okay? You still have time, okay? Thank you. Finish and let me know, okay? Bye-bye.